Hi folks, and welcome to Kerner EXP. Now we are in Mitchell's Whim engine, which was made by Holmans of Camborne in 1887. This is the oldest mine engine house on the Eastpool mine site. We are over the bob wall, as you can see. This is the bob. This is only about 8 tons, this one, so it's a baby. So we've got the original tools here. And we've got some spare piston rings right there. So we're just making our way around. We're just looking out the window now. This is in the distance Heartland's originally South Crofty man engine, or the men would have went up and down, not a man engine, sorry. In the distance is the modern head frame, and that's where the ore was processed, and that is where Strongbow Mining are trying to get the mine open again, and they're mining, or going to be mining, lithium, tin, copper and tungsten. So it should make it very profitable indeed. So we're now looking at the bob here. This is outside, as we can see. There's our other side of the road, Taylor's, and here's the hill, which is Carnbray. Nice looking at red roof. So we'll now go in and make our way down to the middle chamber, folks. This is one of the last videos, or is the last video of Eastpool Mine this year for me, folks. I will be going back next year, and next year should be a bit more interesting, hopefully. So this is the middle chamber, folks. We've got the inlet and outlet valves there. This engine is quite unique, being in the fact that it's double acting. That means steam's admitted both sides of the cylinders. You've got the top and the bottom, which makes it very powerful in its own right. Now over here we have one of my favourite shops in Cornwall. This is McSalvers, and I've spent a lot of money in here over the last 2 years, and I will be over the next few months as well, because I've got a few things lined up. So let's make our way down to the driving floor, or bottom chamber. Sorry about the wobbling, folks. I don't have the Steadicam with me. So here we are. This is the driving floor. That's a 30-inch cylinder right there. That's typical for this style of engine, which is a winding engine, or in Cornish, whim. So what you would do to get this engine running is you would select a gear. This apparatus here is Stevenson's link motion. It's not as elaborate as an engine, traction engine, or a steam locomotive, because this has only got neutral, forward and reverse. Now on traction engines and railway locomotives, they've got notches all the way down. And of course what you do is, when you get the engine running, is with a railway locomotive, you knock it back one click, and therefore the engine's not working as hard as it could do. But this is a very basic form of a Stevenson link motion. Of course, you've got the slide valve here, which is when you select a gear. If you look at it carefully, look, you can see that it slides down and or up, folks, which makes it very good. Now this wheel here is a geared system, and originally the cog, which is here, there's a lot of cobwebs there. There was a rope wrapped around that, and it went up to this board here. This board is the depth gauge board. It's marked out in fathoms, which is 6 feet. And don't really like that spider web there. How dare the spider live there? Naughty thing. So it goes all the way up. There's 2 gauges there, which gives you an idea of where the gigs or the cages are in the shaft, or the kibble. This lever here is the brake, folks. And it was like a bicycle brake in a way, an old-fashioned rod brake bicycle. And there was a series of wooden blocks on the outside. I'm not sure if we can see that or no. We might be able to. No, we can't see it because it's been altered. Original cook's kitchen. These give you an idea of what the actual signal bells meant. Cook's kitchen is over to the left of our video now. and it's quite a big to do at one time. So we'll just walk around to the other side here, because it is the last video in Mitchell's for 4 months. We won't come back here for 4 months, so we need to document as much as we can, really. Looking at my favourite shop again, McSalvers and South Crofty in the distance. So now we'll this gives you a bit of an idea how actually an engine like this works. So steam is admitted both sides of the cylinder, which then rocks the piston up and down, which turns the wheel. Now the wheel on the outside here, there was 2 drums around that, and there was wire rope wrapped around, and they one would be winding up, one would be winding down. They're counter, so you know, it gives you a good idea of how an engine like this worked. So there we are, folks. So if you've enjoyed this little video, please like, please comment, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, folks. Now the last thing we'll look at now is the boiler. Now this is a Ruston Hornsby Cornish style boiler, or Cornish painting boiler. This one was actually donated to the National Trust in the I think it's late 60s, early 70s. It came from the workhouse in Truro, and it is a good boiler, and I reckon even if that was cleaned up today inside, it would still probably raise steam. But I believe the National Trust did try and steam it, and the boiler worked perfectly, but the engine, they found that there was a crack on the side of the cylinder, so rather than continuing, they decided to stop. So this is a lovely boiler, very, very, very good make as well, because Ruston Hornsby, they made all manner of things. But this boiler was first introduced by a chap called Richard Trevivick, and he basically developed this boiler. Anyway, folks, please like, comment and subscribe. Over the next few months we're going to have a lot more exploring videos, and I'm hoping that we'll get a couple of videos of the Helston Railway, and we're going to get some ghost hunting going in the next week or two, because I'm getting some new cameras. You see, I've got one on order right now. It's a full spectrum camera which records in night vision basically, so it should be good. Just one more thing about engines. That there is a steam feed pump, and it's a little beauty, and it would be nice to get that working on compressed air, but I don't think that will happen, folks, but we never know. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video, and cheers for now. Cheers and gone.